right, hey guys, what's going on? My name is Chris Hawkes, and this is your best life defined. So let's get right on this thing. So you kind of hear the music in the background, the music kind of setting the tone. It's because this is about relationships. This is about us talking about things and learning how to get along in a way that continually accents your relationship. I mean, wouldn't that be cool if you could like go for weeks or months without having cross words or being angry with each other? That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Well, that's what this is about. It's about how we can change our perspective so that when we look at our partner, we see them in the right light, in the correct light, and we have a strategy for ensuring that they do the same for us and that they're there for us and they embrace us and they support us and they help us grow. Because that's what defining your best life is. I mean, let's just face it. I am not living my best life right now. I am living one version of my best life. And how does it start when it comes to your relationship? Well, for me, it's simple. I'd do anything for my wife. I will do anything for her. Now, I know before we get started on this, go get your man. Go get your man and tell him to tune into this one because he'll learn something real quick about how to make you happy and what you guys can listen to it together, and then you can kind of sit back and go, you know what, I think he's right. Let's try that. Because you remember, you didn't get a bill for this, did you? You're not going to get an invoice saying that somewhere down the road because you get your life on track, your relationship on track, I'm going to charge you for this shit. But go get him and let's talk about this. See, what I figured out early on in my life is that the best way for me to get along with my partner is to love them more than myself. It's a simple concept. Now, if they don't love me more than themselves, then of course that kind of can be a problem, and that's something that needs to change. But when you love your partner more than yourself, guess what? It's not hard. I don't need to look at her and ask her if she wants me to do the dishes. If she's over there and I'm over by the sink and there are dishes in the sink, then what do I need guidance for to know what's going to make her happy? It's going to make her happy to look up and see her man with his hands in dishwasher washing and drying dishes so she don't have to. You know what? Same thing goes for you, ladies. Now, you're not exempt from this, or whoever you are. Forgive me for that. Whoever your partner is, same for you. It's simple. I'd do anything for my wife, and that includes dishes. I would do anything for my wife, and that includes cleaning the toilet, folding laundry, sweeping, running the vacuum cleaner, cleaning the windows for this third time. Name it. See, when we, as tough guys, us strong ones, we say, yeah, I'll take a bullet for my woman. I take a bullet for him, she says. Okay, how many bullets have you had to dodge in your relationship? You've dodged a lot more than you might think if you consider how many times you had conflict in your life where you wasn't smiling and cooing and kissing, when you're staring each other down and you're wondering in your own mind, but you just don't have the nerve to say it, what in the hell am I doing here? What in the hell am I doing here? You say, well, I'd do anything for you, baby. Really, would you? Would you call your buddies up and say, you know what, I love hunting, but I love my wife more, and it's just really causing a rift. We want to try and take that time to spend more time together. Would you give your hunting up? Hell no. If you have problems in your relationship, you struggle with agreements, maybe it's not about what you're agreeing on that matters so much. It's about what you're thinking. I would do anything for you. This is a classic, implied or said outright at any wedding you've ever been to. When you join up, when you make a union with someone, that's the standard. I mean, I'd do anything for him. I'd do anything for her. Well, no, I don't want to give up golfing, though. No, I don't want to have to run the vacuum clean. No, I don't want to have to clean all my trash out of the car every night and put it in the trash can. Oh, no, I don't want to have to do the laundry and fold it and make sure the sheets are washed. Yeah, it does. That's exactly what it means. See, when people ask me, they say, well, what's the secret? How can you and Sandy be married for 39 years? How'd you do it? Well, we took our vows seriously. Now, is it perfect? Oh, come on. No, it's not perfect. It's not perfect at all. We struggled and we're still growing. But you know how long it's been since we had a fight? Uh, about a week. I surprised you with that one. It's been about a week, but before that it was like, I don't know, 5 months. Do we have conversations? Do we have issues where we're thinking about things and we have different directions and we have to talk and we have to sit and consider and then evaluate what we do and where we're headed? Yeah, we do that. We do have that. But if she were to tell me, "Hey, honey, the podcast thing is just getting in the way of our life, and it's making me sad. I'm worried," and if it came down to it, you know what I would say? I'd say, "Well, guess what, guys? Hey, this is my last podcast. It's my last podcast. I'm loving it, but you know what? There's a reason, and she's way more important than this. She's way more important than me taking this time, and I'll find another way. We'll sit down, me and my wife, we'd talk about it, and we'd discuss it. And would I get hurt? Would my feelings be hurt? It might be for a while. But that's not an excuse for me to yell and to stomp around and to slam the doors. Because I'd do anything for her. I don't know. These are just ideas. These are just ideas from a guy who got married when he was 16 to a young lady that was 18, or got married at 16, 18 to a young lady that was 16. That's all it is. I'm just sharing my story. You know, it's cool. I was out walking today because in order to get ready for these conversations, I actually go out and I rehearse them. I actually talk about it, and I want to get the ideas straight in my head. I want to make sure that I understand what I'm saying and it's not bullshit. And that's how we have to kind of approach our life when we think about living our best life. You look at your relationship, if you're not running ideas in your head about, well, why this happened and trying to evaluate where you are right now and where you want to be with your relationship, you'll never get there. See, I got this thing in my head. It used to almost break my heart when my wife and I weren't getting along the way we should have been. And I'd be watching a movie with her, and there'd be some scene where they're able to communicate. It ends in some loving moment, some cherishable moment, right? Something that I dream of. It would actually upset me because I thought, well, God damn it, man. That's what I want. Simple. When you're willing to do anything for the person you love, they won't want anything from you. You will have given them everything they ever dreamed of having without them ever asking. Anything. Oh, yeah. The car needs oil. All right, I got this. You need fuel? Oh, here, I'll get that. Oh, ouch. Oh, I'm sorry. If my wife needs to be apologized to because she bumps her toe and somehow she thinks it's my fault, I am right there. I am sorry, baby. I'll do my best to make sure that won't happen again. Even if, under my breath, I'm thinking, including push you away before you stub your own damn toe. But anything. I don't know. So, I suppose I should give you some guidance. I suppose at this point, because I've had you here for about almost 9 minutes, let's go ahead and talk about what you're going to do. I'm just the guy that's telling the story. I'm just the guy that showed up and decided that, you know what, if I can do this for inmates, I can do it for everyday people. Because inmates are tough. You guys aren't tough. You're just grinding along. The hard part is to convince you that in any given moment, on any given section of your life, at any point in your life, you can say, I don't think I'm going to do that anymore because it's not much fun. That's really what I'm talking about. If I can find something that's more interesting and more inspiring than podcast or than RV travel in life, you can be assured I'm going to do it. I mean, right now I just added kayaks. And then there's a part of me that looks at the idea because I'm enjoying the hell out of this. And you have to admit, it would really be convenient for me to have a studio. So, I mean, I look at all sides. But when you think about your relationship, it doesn't matter where it is. Imagine where it can be. And it starts with you following up on that promise you made. When you said, I'll do anything for you. That's anything. Because remember, my biggest fear, in case you haven't heard, my biggest fear is that my wife and I love her so much now. I love her so much. She is so much a part of my life that I just can't imagine saying goodbye. That's a tough one for me. That is a tough one because we are friends. I mean, I look at her and, you know, it's funny, our faces change, but the eyes never do. on I think it's on Titanic when the camera zooms in on the grandmother's eyes and it takes her back to when she was a young girl. It's funny because I look at my wife and I pay attention to her eyes, because no matter what age does, those eyes don't age. They're the same age. And what's funny is her movements. She does these little quirky things when she's feeling good, or when she's feeling a little froggy, wants to poke at me a little bit. And you can see it. It's still Sandy, still that same person I married 39 years ago. Yes, yes. When I say it, I mean it. I would do anything for her. Take a look at your life. Take a look at your relationship with the person that you say you love. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. With the person you love. Look at the person you love and ask yourself a question. What would I do for you? What can I do for you? What will I do for you? My son tells me, you know what, Dad, when it comes down to it, we can all do better. When it comes down to it, whether it's your relationship or your personal fitness or your goals or your dreams, whether it's saving or raising children, whether it's your relationship with your parents or you're achieving your personal goals, we can all do better. And you do better for a while, and that's your best life for a while, and then guess what? You jump back on the horse and you do it again. I promise I would do anything for my wife. I would hold her hand when she's sick, and when she's old and she can't go out and do things like we used to do, then I'm going to sit with her and we're going to do things she can do. I'm going to put puzzles together, and I'll learn to do her hair. And if she needs me to do her makeup, I'll do that too. I mean, it doesn't matter, and it goes the whole gamut, because that's where the foundation of an amazing relationship is. That's how you build it. That's how you create your best relationship. You know how cool it is to be able to say, hey, what do you want to do? You think you want to get kayaks? Well, I don't know. It's a lot of money. But then she says, well, but we can't afford to wait. Can we afford to wait? I don't want to miss out on doing kayaks because something happens. Oh, okay, then let's get kayaks. Hey, what do you want to do? You want to stay here all summer? Do you want to stay here all summer and hang out in Meeker? Well, I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. I want to see the baby. I want to see Morgan and Garrett. Yeah, okay, all right. That's all right. Let's think about this, because I'd do anything for you. It's easy. I'm not being melodramatic here. It's easy. And all you have to do is take a look at it. And you have to be able to agree on it. And you have to be able to say, yes, I got this. I will do anything for you. So I don't know. I'm thinking about categorizing my podcasts into segments so people can find what they're interested in. I talk about a lot of different stuff. There's a lot of things on my mind, a lot of ideas. And I think by cataloging it, putting in different categories related to relationships and family and self-growth and children and success, I think that's probably going to work for me better. So I think we might change up. We're going to see how we can catalog this so it works a little better. So anyway, I've had a good time. I've actually really enjoyed this. I don't know if you're noticing, but I'm kind of getting comfortable with where I'm at. I'm kind of feeling this. I feel like me for the first time when I do this, and that's really cool, because that just opens doors up for me to relax and think about what I've done. Because my dream for you is that you wake up one day and you go, damn, he's right, I did it. Damn, he's right, I focused on it, I gave more than I took, and I was kind, and kindness was my platform, and I built my adventure around my stuff that I have is built around the adventure I want to live. Owning kayaks is cool if you love kayaking. So anyway, as always, just remember, today is your day. Make it a good one.